I think I don't necessarily have a favourite album. I have favourite songs on different records. You know.
What do you prefer, Send Him Away instead of the newer songs?
Do I prefer Send Him Away?
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I enjoyed recording that one on that record. On tonight. Wow. Right.
What was the inspiration for that song?
Who did you want to
Send Him Away. Next question.
Don't you
Yeah.
Don't you feel that with video cameras, like crowds become less noisy and?
Yes. It's one thing I hate. Like. I don't hate it, but I can understand because I go to a show and you kind of want to take a record of it, but you know when you look back at YouTube footage of a gig and you think, whoa, I was there. And it's like, well, why the fuck were you looking at the screen? Why were you looking at the screen? Because you're only there for that moment alone, and that's the best moment. Enjoy that moment. Like, imagine all the great things that you do in life. I mean, the really great things that you do in your life. You don't want to be sitting there with your fucking mobile phone. You want to be enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Same for a concert. Am I saying the truth or what?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. What's that?
Write the lyrics first, the music.
It depends. Different songs are different. Like sometimes, I think the best songs are songs where you come up with an idea for lyrics, and or maybe you have a piece of prose, and then you come up with an idea for the music, and then you start bringing the two together, and the music starts to influence the words, which influence the lyrics. And when you bring them together, and one influences the other, because you can change the melody of a line and completely change the meaning of a lyric. It's funny because Nick and I are doing this at the moment, and it's incredible how you can put a poignant twist on something, or really change the atmosphere or the mood of a piece of a lyric just by the music that you write to it. And the same with music as well. Like music comes alive when you have the imagery, when you have the picture that goes with it. I mean, that's the greatest pictures that go with music. It's not mobile phone pictures, but the lyrical pictures. It's difficult to write with somebody else if you don't trust them. It's very easy to write with somebody who you feel comfortable with.
But maybe you have the same perspective, something.
No, you don't necessarily have to have the same perspective, but you have to respect them and you have to feel comfortable with them. And I think all of us have relationships like that in our lives, and I think there are very few of us who are lucky enough to have a creative relationship like that. And if you find one, God, you've got to grab it and like make the most of it. It's really cool, really cool. And I'm lucky. I think you've got to be quite naive in your approach to people, or quite open and quite innocent. You can't go in with a cynical attitude to write music. If you're kind of trying to be cool, then you're going to fuck things up really badly. Because if you're trying to be cool, you're being defensive, and you're protecting your heart and like how you actually feel. So you have to be with somebody that you can feel completely open with, and sort of say, well, I actually feel like this, and I want to put this into a song. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Alex, do you have a girlfriend?
So have a go. Oh, right. I have a rule, and that is I don't talk about anything to do with my personal life. Because it's strange because there are certain things that you have to keep distant because. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't mind talking about everything else, but any of that sort of thing. I think it's partly because I detest the celebrity culture so much, and I feel the celebrity culture is so much built upon gossip and people's personal lives, and it's tiffle-taffle, it's nonsense. You know, there's no actual talk about anything that's created. So I feel like I want to kind of keep everything separate.
I can be your girlfriend if you don't mind.
That's very kind, but it would have to be a secret. You can talk about it here. That's it.
Hey, and Alex, will you ever do a Joy Division cover?
No, I don't think we'd do a Joy Division cover. I think I think no, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. I like Joy Division. I played a Joy Division song tonight. No. Yes, I did. I did play Joy Division. So I played Warsaw. And it was the kind of punk rock one. That's the very early Joy Division, like about before the.
I have friends who are really Joy Division fans. They are called the Transmission.
All right, wow,
They are from
very
Leeds.
close, very close. Right. Alright.
She plays the violin, and she
Right.
wants to know which song of Franz Ferdinand do you think it will be calling violin.
Right. It's funny. Bob used to play the piss out of me for a long time because a friend of ours, Charlie, really good friend of mine. He plays in a band called Fear the Fives now. They're really good. And when I was getting the band together, Charlie was maybe going to be in the band. This is before we met Nick. Maybe before we met. No, maybe just after we met Nick. And we were playing together. And Bob found this notebook that I had, and I'd been writing down notes for how the band was going to go, like, teach Bob how to play the bass and this. And one of them was, can Charlie learn how to play the violin? Question mark. So, yeah, Franz Ferdinand might have had a violinist in it if Charlie had learned how to play the violin. But, best song for the violin, I reckon Dark the Matinee would sound pretty good on the violin. Yeah, that'll do it.
And what about yeah?
I've got lots of recommendations for Argentinian music, so yeah. So I will be listening to more. Soda Stereo.
Yeah, it's really
Alright. Okay. No, I don't know.
The most important artist of
Right.
the most recent.
Gustavo
Cerati.
Cerati.
You'll find it really easy.
Okay. And is he contemporary or?
Yeah. From
a musical with all the Franz Ferdinand songs of the first Franz Ferdinand record.
Right, okay.
And if you want to know how it goes.
What's it about?
It's all about the stories of Jacqueline, Michael.
Right, okay. This is the thing, like I'm quite into, like the first album had a lot of story songs on it.
It's like they are in the album.
Yeah. Well, the new songs I'm writing with Nick now, a lot of them are story songs as well. I really like story songs. I think the second album and the third album were much more, much more just about sort of straight emotion and maybe a little bit more abstract. I think that's kind of how I wanted to write at that particular time. Now I really feel like I want to, like I was saying, I want to write these stories. I guess that's where the Stefania Salamone sort of thing comes from. But a lot of them so far have been story songs, so maybe I can write the second part of the musical for you.
A video when we were first.
Oh, okay, yeah. I wanted to write a musical at one point. I wanted to write a musical about Princess Diana. You know, right? Like, I think the murder of Princess Diana, like, and.
You're talking about too much about murder.
It wasn't me. Yeah.
No,
I was in Paris 2 days before she died. I remember.
Alex,
Yeah.
this is the name of Gustavo Cerati, so if you want to, you can look at it.
Ah, fantastic, thank you.
You'll be able to see that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alex, excuse me, would you sign this for me?
Sure.
Empezamos con las firmas. No, pero sigamos hablando.
And I owe you.
No, ¿por qué la cagaron?
Okay.
Pero porque le hice el papelito, por eso. No, pero también Later. Sit.
All right.
Sit, Alex. Sit and talk more, please.
Yeah.
Alex. No.
Okay.
Sorry, Alex.
Pero ¿quieres que te la saque después? Pues si no, no puedo hacer nada.
Yes, yeah, write me a Twitter. All right.
No sale, no sale.
Sí, pero...
Uy,
Che, loco, me está tirando los que.
Che, ¿qué pasa acá? ¿Qué carajo está pasando?
You want a photograph?
Dale.
All right. Okay. Good to talk to you. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, cheers, man. I'm going to be shooting off as well in a minute. All right. Okay, all the best, man. Cheers. Of course, yeah. I don't have a pen. Oh, no, I'll come in here. Sorry, okay. Well, let me see the picture first. I'll come back to you.
No, boludo, tiraron todo. Ahí está, pues, gracias.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Hi.
Ay, ay, ay,